Stevens. A manhunt continues for the gunman who killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk as he addressed a crowd at Utah Valley University. The FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Utah Governor Spencer Cox says investigators are analyzing forensic evidence taken from the crime scene, but need the public's help.
We cannot do our job without the public's help right now. The public has answered our call for action. So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing.
Cox is also urging the public to ignore social media messages designed to trigger outrage and violence. The creators of animated series South Park have removed a recent episode from broadcast rotation because it parodied Charlie Kirk. More from NPR's Andrew Limbong.
Comedy Central reruns South Park in the early morning hours, and it's set to air episode 1 from the most recent season and episode 3. Episode 2, however, titled Got a Nut, features the character Cartman turning into a Charlie Kirk-esque online debater.
I have my arguments down rock solid. These young college girls are totally unprepared, so I can just destroy them and also edit out all the ones that actually argue back well.
When it came out, Charlie Kirk was a good sport about the episode. Here's how Kirk reacted to it on his own show.
I think a lot of it was hilarious towards me. I think I gotta be honest, some of it was very funny.
The episode is still available to stream on Paramount Plus and Comedy Central on demand. Andrew Limbong, NPR News.
The trial of Ryan Ruth has begun in Fort Pierce, Florida, where he's charged with 5 counts stemming from the attempted assassination of President Trump last year. Ruth was arrested by a Secret Service agent who says he saw the defendant holding a rifle at Trump's golf course in West Palm Beach. Ruth is acting as his own attorney and faces life in prison if convicted. Inflation rose last month, and NPR's Scott Horsley has details on what that means for shoppers.
Consumers paid higher prices last month for groceries, gasoline, and other goods. The overall cost of living in August was up 2.9% from a year ago. That's a bigger annual jump than the previous month, and stubborn inflation may complicate the Federal Reserve's calculation as it considers cutting interest rates. The central bank is still widely expected to lower its benchmark rate by a 1/4 percentage point when policymakers meet next week. The Fed's in a tight spot, though, as it faces both rising prices and a sagging job market. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
U.S. futures are flat in after-hours trading on Wall Street. Following Thursday's gains, the Dow Jones Industrials jumped 617 points. The Nasdaq rose 157. On Asian market, shares are higher. This is NPR. Hundreds of South Korean